All right, we are going to Houston, Texas today, boy. I hope your AC works because you know it's been hot down there this summer. See if we can't find a deal. See what that market even looks like. Let's check it out. The first one we're looking at is actually a pretty good one. Actually looks decent. 92 300ZX Turbo. What's up, boy? 20 grand. You better bring your checkbook because we're starting off big here. 122,000 miles. Damn, automatic transmission, twin turbo, 20 grand. I don't know. I do like the exterior. So the nose panel just kind of blends in with the vents from the front lip. GTZ twin turbo front lip. Cool color. Cool color. Let's look at it. Powder coated engine parts. That's good. It's not just spray paint that's going to chip off, but I have a feeling we are going to see some spray painted shit in some of these cars. Everything works. Very nice. 9 out of 10. Cool. Clean title in hand. It's funny he did all this work and forgot to put a 5-speed in it. Let's check it out. Let's look at these pictures. Cool car. You know, I almost ordered those wheels for my 300ZX, as a matter of fact. Mustache is painted, which is sad, but the whole car has been painted. And the paint actually looks good. Headlights look good. Got some stickers for extra horsepower. Just a little tip, if you're going to sell your car, I would get rid of this stuff right here, like all these just little whatever stickers. Make it a little less personalized and let the next owner see what they want to do with the car. They probably don't like your stickers, just FYI. There you go. There's the interior. Automatic. Got a up steering wheel cover on it. Totally 1993. Full body kit. I mean, this car is good if you want a full kitted car. Twin turbo. If it was a 5-speed, oh, here we go. Red silicone coming up. If it was a 5-speed, I would actually say this is a pretty good deal. The automatic holds it back a little bit, but the engine bay, god damn, everybody's just got to go crazy on the engine bay. I tell you guys that these 300ZXs are the worst offenders for radical engine bays, but at least all the paint matches with the jams underneath the hood. Everything matches, which is nice. Got a carbon fiber cooling plate to direct airflow. The red is way too much. That's the thing. Like, you gotta want to have all this red bullshit underneath your hood. If you buy this car, it's so customized. When you customize it, it just I don't know. I think when you customize stuff like this, it takes away from the value. That's just me. I know some of you guys like it. It's all good, but it's just, that's never going to be in top tier Z collecting stuff when it's just fucking random colors underneath the hood. That stuff just is just, I mean, it matches. It's all red, but that's just not what the top tier Zs look like. That's not what top tier collectible cars look like. They don't look like a rainbow underneath the hood. High kiss is deleted. So this is what's shitty. Look at this brake cup. I mean, it's already chipping off. So some of this is powder coated. Some of this is fucking spray paint. And it just chips off and looks like garbage. Everything that's painted honestly needs to be replaced, in my opinion. All these stupid red silicone hoses need to be replaced. All this wires, I don't know. It's disgusting. I don't like it. I wouldn't buy this car just because the engine bay looks like insanity. It's too much, dude. It's too much. You can already see the paint is starting to peel on these covers. Sure, that's powder coated, and your valve covers are powder coated. These brackets are powder coated. I actually like the little hardware that's black and silver. That actually looks good. The red looks terrible, and that balance tube is probably powder coated. He just went too far with the red, in my opinion. This nice aftermarket hoses that are all wrapped. The wiring harness looks good. Some of it looks really good, but this red looks really bad. The exterior of the car looks great. For $20,000 automatic with rainbow bright living under the hood, I rate this car. All right, we're going to factor in the price. We're going to factor in the fact that it's an automatic, and I'm going to factor in the fact that there's a rainbow underneath the hood. With paint, we can already see chipping. So if I was to buy this car, the first thing I would do is tighten up the interior. Obviously that steering wheel needs to be tightened up. It could really use a manual transmission. and it needs underneath the hood fixed. Get rid of all that red crap and tighten it up, clean it up, and do it. It might consider right. So this car gets a C for that. Beautiful exterior though, and you know, lots of go fast parts. Moving on, Houston, Texas, 92 300ZX, $3,500, 21,000 miles. Yeah, that's a lie. This does have the manual transmission. Yo, your boy just needs to go and swoop this car up, swap the manual transmission, then the 20 grand probably be all right. Like, someone will probably come get it for 20 grand, even though you got Rainbow Bright dancing under the hood. This car doesn't run and start. It needs an alternator bracket. Replace the alternator, but lost the bracket. God damn, it's not even hard, dude. You can literally do this in just within an hour. You could have a new alternator on there. How do you lose the bracket? We also put a master cylinder, but haven't put it in because the alternator bracket is missing. We have all the parts you need except the alternator bracket that we're missing for some reason. I'm pretty sure you don't even have to take the alternator bracket off. Yo, you guys need an alternator bracket, hit me up. Buy this car, hit me up. I got an alternator bracket for you. $3,500. Make you holler. It actually doesn't even have great pictures, shocker. $3,500, missing alternator bracket. If that's it. It's always like when it's something so simple, it's like a red flag. Like, why haven't you just fixed it? Pretty sure we could hop over to the eBay right now, find an alternator bracket for under $40 and have this car running. Then you can have a running driving 300ZX that you could sell for $5 grand, because that's pretty much what project car 300ZXs are going for right now. This is definitely a project car. The price is decent. I will beat them up on that price, dude. And their stupidity of losing an alternator bracket, I guess. I'll give this car a C for project car. Price is actually okay. Dig a little bit deeper. Find out what else they lost and what's really wrong with this car and how many actual miles are on it. Next, 91 300ZX Turbo. $2,900 in Houston. 80,000 miles, which if that's the case, that's pretty badass. Automatic transmission. Okay, whatever. 300ZX blown up engine, got an NA engine, was gonna go ahead and swap the DOP and make it work. Okay, I'm down with all that. 2,900 bucks, has turbo parts, has an NA engine. You gotta put it together. Guess where this one's going? Price is actually okay. Beautiful car, needs love. Let's look at the pictures. You know what? This one might be for me, boys. This one might be for me. Gonna have to go down to Houston. Let's check it out. You know it's the project car. Get it on the good deal. Wow. I mean, yeah. It's a part. Some assembly required. I think $2,900 is going to be a little up there for this. So look, we got broken passenger side cowl and rusty battery box, because I'm telling you guys right now, all this water just goes boom down here. This really helps keep the water from going into this area, and this area is just rust attraction. I was out at a scrapyard the other day over in West Palm, and I was looking at a car, and it was just, this was just a rust bucket right here. I mean, it had just rotted through. So this is a very, very special spot for rust to accumulate on the 300ZX, and I definitely blame it on the amount of broken passenger side cowls that just allow the water to run down there. Enough talking about that. I got a link in the description below where you can get a passenger side cowl for like $70 shipped to your house and save all this rust. Replace your shit. It's in the description. Check the links. What's up? Let's keep looking. Interior's not even bad. You could probably stitch that seat up. You could probably still save it. Vents aren't broken. All the plastic looks good. It is an automatic. Door panels look decent. Steering wheel looks decent. Like, the interior of this car looks pretty decent. You guessed it. There's a block. I don't know if that's the NA block or the twin turbo block. There is two buckets of parts. There's an automatic transmission on the end of that. I mean, he's got a lot of parts. There's more parts. It comes with a lot of parts. You could probably put this thing back together. There's the twin turbo engine. The good thing is, if it comes like this, they haven't taken it apart yet, so you can literally just put it on your new engine. This could be a really good deal, honestly. This could be a good deal. I would buy something like this. This is a lot of work. This is a lot of work. A lot of work. You're not going to get this running in a weekend, and you're probably going to have to go get more parts. If the interior is as good as it looks and as complete as it looks, that's a huge plus. I'm like into these yellow Z's right now, so that's a plus. Definitely a project car. I would get this car cheaper, and look at, you're gonna check out that rust. 80,000 miles. I mean, he's got a lot of the parts. I still think this is too expensive. Get it a little bit cheaper. I don't even know what, like, I mean, see if he'll take $2,000. $2,000, you get a blown up twin turbo engine, a shell of a car, and a new NA engine, and put it back together. It would be pretty sick for $2,000 to have a running twin turbo 300ZX. That's this yellow color. I'm gonna give this car a C. A 90 300ZX, $9,500, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 miles. Interesting. Automatic transmission, 5-speed. Okay, all right. This guy having issues already. Nice. 5-speed, everything works. AC check, nice. Non-turbo, testing the water, $8,000. So it sounds like he'll take $8,000. Have the paperwork. No joy rads. Nice. Wheels and fitment look like shit. This is the only picture. $9,500. Even $8,000. Don't know what it looks like. Probably too much. Going on to the next. I'm gonna give that car a D. Here we go. Another twin turbo coupe. Boys, I hope you want your twin turbo coupe. Bring your checkbook. This one's $15,000. 156,000 miles. Manual transmission. Does not run. Will start and drive, but runs rich and will stall. Needs to be towed. Decided to park it. Take it back to retune, but decided to move on. Okay, if that's the thing. It's like these little simple problems. Is it really that? Or did you blow it up? SZR Pro Shop, 5K work. Did they tune it? Because it sounds like you're blaming it on them, and it sounds like they might have done a bad job. You know Z-Shack's down in Houston, right? Go ahead and take it to them. They'll straighten you out. Let's look at the pictures. $15,000 that has a bumper with a mustache that's just rotted off. Nah, bro. That doesn't run. No, I'm buying that yellow one and putting it back together. There you go. Passenger side cowl, missing again. Battery tie down, missing again. Throttle cable cover, missing. Radiator fan shroud, missing. Shocker. Wow, you're gonna get the worst grade so far. Interior looks like shit. Missing interior. Just looks, oh god, this car could go down even worse. Boost controller, I don't know. I'm not in love with this car. This car gets a D. Lucky it doesn't get an F, because for the price, for $15,000 for a non-running, missing a ton of parts, interior looks like shit. Like, this car needs to be half that at best. You guys comment, should I have gave this car an F? Put in the comments below. Get into the fun, boys and girls, because it's actually kind of fun. All right, what else we got here? A 93 300ZX 2+2. Right on. I love that color blue. We know that's a rare color if you watch all these videos. Let's go ahead and look at the pictures. Door panel looks good. Interior is dirty, but it actually looks okay. Automatic. The seats, of course, look better than my seats. I'm so jealous. I thought I was going to come up on a pair of seats this week, boys, but it just didn't work out. It wasn't in the cards. The glove compartment's going to be broken. The latch is broken. It's very common on these cars to be broken. God, you couldn't have cleaned this car. Oh my god. Wow. These seats. Couldn't have cleaned this car up a little bit. I mean, it's $3,500. The price is right. Runs and drives. What? Can't be on the street and needs new brakes. You know what? That's not bad. Needs a transmission work. Non-turbo. Exterior in good condition. Exterior does look in good condition. Interior looks in decent condition. T-top seal's good. No leaks. Clean title and ass. Asking $3,500 best offer. This could be a deal right here. I'd like to see what underneath the hood looks like, and then if it runs and drives, this is rough. That's rough, but you know, not the worst thing. Could be a deal right here, boys. I'm gonna give this car, it's a C for project car, but the price is right on this thing. If it runs and drives and just needs brake work, I mean, this could be the best one we've come across so far for the price. Could go ahead and give that a C+. But need to know more information. We're only going off Facebook Marketplace information, which ain't great. Oh, this motherfucker. We looked at this car before. This thing's still for sale. Shocker. It actually could be decent, except for... Boom. Look at this damage right here. That would probably come close to totaling this car out, and you wouldn't want to have to replace that if you bought this car. We could look through the pictures real quick for anybody that didn't see the video about 2 cars in Houston that we looked at. It was this one and another one, and I'm assuming the other one got sold. It was a twin turbo for $10,000, had no AC and no power steering, Hot Boys special, but for 10 grand, you know, throw that shit back in there and figure it out. This one's actually pretty good looking. This is where I learned that in 95 they stopped putting the mustache on the front. So this is a 96 in a automatic for 10 grand. Passenger side cowl's broken, but it's half of it's there. So you guys see how much those are just missing and damaged. Just about every fucking car we look at. Underneath the engine bay looks pretty good. We got a key fob, got the doors open. Like, this car is pretty decent. This is actually one of the better looking listings that we've seen so far, except for that damage in the back. If it wasn't for that damage in the back, I would say this is a better car. That damage and the price makes this thing a D, and the seller's kind of a dick. 90 Nissan 300ZX, $1,800. Now you're talking my language, dude. I only buy shit boxes, boys and girls. Rolling chassis, 90 5-speed. What? 5-speed, $1,800. That shit's just worth the $1,800. Have all the parts, including the engine and transmission. Clear blue title. Not exactly sure what that means. That's probably a Texas thing. Car disassembled at the moment. Won't take much to get it back together. Needs motor built. Comes with all the parts to do so. I'm very interested in trade for a Z31, Mark III Supra, or 90s Civic. Anything in that range. We only get one picture. $1,800. Miles don't matter. You could probably get this a little bit cheaper, and if he's got all the parts to put it back together, this could be a good deal. Solid project car. C. You know, we don't have a lot of pictures, so I'm just gonna hit it with the C. It's not offensive on the price. He wants to get rid of it. Wow, that thing looks like it's out of a horror movie. That looks kind of scary to look at. This is a 93, $4,444, 180,000 miles. Manual transmission, been sitting for a few years, got it running. Trade for a cheap manual Honda before I end up getting the hood and fenders, selling it for $7K. Good luck. Oh, car has a slight fender bender. Front headlight support needs to be straightened out. So car's totaled. You can buy a totaled NA 300ZX for $4,000. I would try to trade him for a Honda. You could probably get a Honda he wanted for cheaper than that. Missing, what the is going on with that? This is a that's thick, boys. Thick layer of dust under there. It is 5-speed. Seats look good. Let me get those seats off you, bruh. Looks dirty as a rocks no timing belt covers because he's a badass and I want to destroy some parts in my engine. So we're missing timing belt covers, radiator fan shroud, throttle cable covers, and I guess the PTU just hangs out there. That's how he rolls. Very nice. There you go. More pictures of it running. Terrible pictures. The thing looks horrifying like that. You can see where the headlight is bent. So this whole bracket needs fixed. God, there's one at the junkyard. I wish there was. Ugh. Oh, there you go. This. Ugh. Interior looks decent. Underneath the hood is missing a ton of shit. Exterior is bad. This is a D. This is a D. I mean, it's $4,000. If it was higher, I'd give it an F. I'm going to give this car a D. Let's just move on. Woo! Good thing I got my glasses on because this motherfucker bright. All right, so we got a 90 300ZX in a manual transmission for $10,000. Bro, pretend you can keep this thing. I can tell you that already. This is for a show car, hot boys that want a car built in 2004. It's got your bright green Monster Energy drink flavor, color combination, color scheme. I do like that nose panel, that shaped nose panel. Let's take a peek at this. I'm awakened already. We already know what's going on. Oh God, it's nice and dirty under there. They took the time to have everything painted. Didn't take the time to keep it clean. Missing passenger side cowl. Man, this is just a recurring theme on 300ZXs. And then of course engine bay paint everywhere to customize it and make everybody not want this car. Dirty brake fluid there. Does have the radiator fan shroud. Nice. Doesn't even have battery tie down. I'm telling you, this battery tie down, passenger side cowl, number one, like missing thing. And then number two is this throttle cable. And number three is radiator fan shroud. Now that we got that out of the way, let's keep going. Whew, it doesn't get any better. For one, it's just filthy. For two, now the interior's red. I mean, they did take the time to paint. All the jams are that awful green color. Nice. There's some more engine bay paint. They're pretty proud of that. I would not be. Wow, those door panels look awful. Not only the fact that they're red, but it is just peeling back there. But the interior, like the seats look good, the steering wheel stock. Oh, another shot of that. I think they're just trolling me at this point. I mean, those are what, some Maxima. Someone will tell me what wheels those are. It looks like the side skirts are actually shaved onto the body. Oh God, now you're stuck. You're stuck with it, dude. You're stuck with it. Yeah, those wheels, I mean, they got creative. Those are factory Nissan wheels off of something. Somebody will tell me what it is. Are they 370 wheels? Are those the 370 wheels? I don't know. If they are, they're not the ones I like anyways. But that's up to, and they're painted black and green. Nice. This guy likes paint. There you go. I mean, this is it. $10,000. So F. This car's an F. This is our first F. Our first F, boys. This is it. That's for me. You guys like it, you give it a better grade. Next. All right, this guy right here, $3,500. It looks a little rough. It's kind of ironic. It has 100,000 miles exactly. Nice. 3,500 bucks. Manual transmission. Okay. Great project car or best offer. All right. Front bumper's destroyed. It's a 93 that has the front mustache painted away. It's blasphemy. Wow. Looks like they pulled this out of a bottom of a swamp. Look at this thing. I mean, they really might have. You check for rust on this car because they're looking rough. Back end smashed in. Wow, this is $3,500. Way too much on this car. God damn, that's rough looking. 3,500 bucks. Oh my God, please nobody buy this for $3,500. Save yourself. This looks like it was literally underwater. Like this got pulled out of a swamp or something. Like this car is trash. Wow. 500 bucks, bro. Wow, I bet this car was submerged underwater. For how long, no one can ever know. F 9300ZX, $5,800. $5,850. 132,000 miles, manual transmission. I don't need to sell it, but I'd like the extra room. Shocker, everybody. I'd say if you have a 300ZX, you probably don't need to sell it because you probably don't need to have the car. You just like to have the car. It's probably more of a toy than a daily driver. Has a salvage title for some reason. Oh, might have been a theft recovery. Had the radio speakers stolen. That happens. Stupid reason to salvage a car, but that happens for sure. You know he's gonna be at the auto parts store because this thing breaking down on him. All right, bunch of Instagram pictures. This car is so goddamn ugly. Red. I don't know. I mean, you guys already know it's the same old song and dance. Missing a bunch of shit. Look at that. Wow, look at this. Passenger side cowl, battery tie down, throttle cable covers. Make a checklist, boys. When you go to look at a car, you should just automatically, your eye should be like, bap, bap, bap. Does it have those things? Does have AC. That AC's got a wonky turn in it. That line is usually straight, but there you go. That one's got an S turn. And the thing, PTU sitting up on top of the manifold, I have no idea. I mean, this car is, I have no idea what's going on with this car. $5,800. Sorry, dude, I wouldn't buy this for $5,800. This looks like a $3,500 car. D. Wheels are cool. Exterior is terrible. Interior is not great. Underneath the hood is not great. This is a D. Too much money. 92. 4,500 bucks, 170,000 miles, manual transmission, not a twin turbo. I managed to get it running. The sad thing is the previous owner stripped the interior and the AC. They gutted it. So I hope you didn't pay too much for this car because the previous owner did this, but you bought it. So now it's your problem. Can't blame it on the previous owner because you didn't fix it. Car runs like a champ. Shift through all the gears. Good, good, good. I want to find out what's up with the street legal thing. Car is a money pit. It's like you don't have a car payment on this car. So yeah, you got to put some money into it. If you go on eBay and buy some parts that you need, like some interior parts for, even if it's like a couple pieces of trim for $100. If you were to order that from the dealership, it would be $100 a piece for the trim. So it's not that bad. And you don't have a car payment on it. So it's just part of it. You bought a project car. You cannot complain that it's a money pit. If you buy a car to restore it, the whole point of buying the car is to put money into it. So come on, man. Come on, man. Has a clean title. That's good. Except it's got a gutted interior. So if you insurance claimed it, they would total that. Trying to sell ASAP. Price is OBO. I want 45. I know lots of people will be texting me. The highest price gets it. Brand new bunch of shit. Wants to trade for a 350Z with AC. Yeah, Houston in the summertime's hot. Y'all know AC boys down there are insane. Let's take a look at this car. The exterior of this car looks really nice. Looks really good. I think that's an aftermarket bumper, and it actually looks good. Like, what the? Shaved nose panel. The paint on this car looks great. The exterior of this car is looking good. Like, I can see why you bought it. Missing all the interior. Like, God damn, dude. That's a shame that they took all the interior out. Totally ruined this car just for that fact. More storage for exhaust. Does that exhaust need to go on this car? Kind of like this car. That has a passenger side cowl, boys and girls, and I saw the throttle cable cover in the back. The red is hideous, though. The red is hideous. Does have a passenger side cowl. This is the first car that we've seen today with a passenger side cowl. Missing battery tie down. Missing AC. All the AC lines are gone. You got to come with dollar bills to get that all back and working. This car, how much is this car? 4,500 bucks. Running, driving. This is a project car. Here's a little ding dong. You're going to put money into this car to get it back to where it needs to be. If I was looking at buying this car, I'd hit this guy with 2,500 bucks. I'd come in low. Because that's what it is. It's missing a bunch of parts. Been missing parts. Underneath the engine bay doesn't look good. Interior looks terrible. It is running and driving. He said it's not street legal for some reason. I don't even know what all that means down in Texas. Maybe they got different standards. I would hit him with $2,500, and when he says no, be like, all right, dude, I'm here. When no one comes and gets this from you, call me. And then it happens, you know, he'd call you back, dude. He wants that 2,500 bucks. There you go. Actually, this car is C. It's a little high on price. The exterior is good. Find some interior, put it back together, put your AC back together. This is a project car. No college student needs to go buy this car as a daily. Absolutely not. But someone that wants a project car and wants to restore a Z and sink a few $1,000s into a Z and have a pretty cool Z after you're done restoring it, this could be the car for you. Give it a C. Project car. It needs a lot of work. All right, this car, 2 plus 2, $5,500. This one has a passenger side cowl too. Very nice. No battery tie down still. It does have AC. It's very blue. Let's take a peek. Upside down picture. Blue interior seats. Blue interior. The thing is, I'm telling you guys, when you customize all this shit and your car looks like this, and you're like, oh, my car is like, now it's worth more money. No, it's not. Only so many people want that garbage in their car. Now, I'm not one of them. Most people that want to buy a Z don't want this. Just FYI, you're actually devaluing your car when you do some crazy shit like this. There you go. It's got a butt plug for a shift knob. Oh, lots of blue and black interior. Now, we've actually looked at this car before. We have looked at this car. I think it was for the 4th of July special, red, white, and blue cars. This one's still for sale. Shocker. It's very, very customized. 5,500 bucks. Project car. The Lambo doors make it even worse. I don't even know. Because what would you even want to get into this car? Shocker that it's still for sale. This is the second one that's popped back up that we see still for sale months later. Probably give this car a D again, dude. I probably gave it an F or a D, the same. Drop your... Oh, it's $6,500 to $5,500 too. I mean, probably 3,500 bucks for some shit like this. Probably $3,500 is where that car needs to be at. D. Next, $2,700. I would buy, just so you can get in my headspace real quick, this blue car right here and this black car. I would buy this black car all day before I would buy this blue car. That's just me. This has got too much going on. This you can still build up from the ground. All right, $2,700, 188,000 miles, automatic. selling the whole car. They're not parting it out, because parting out takes a lot of work and time. Was gonna make this my long time keeper, but I just ain't got time for it. Yeah, that's usually how it goes. It's got old fuel issues, aka it might have a bad fuel tank, boys and girls. Holler at your boy. I'll go pull you out one over at West Palm, but it's gonna cost you. Wiring issues, holler at your boy. I got a wiring harness for you. And old fuel issues. Carfax is available, 188,000 miles. I mean, 2,700 bucks. Doesn't run. Not in the best shape, not in the worst shape. Definitely a project car. A project car that's about $1,600 too much. Look at it, man. God, oh, these cars are going up in value. Blah, you know, a rising tide raises all ships. I'll give you that. But at the same time, too, what it takes to get these back up to where they need to be is a lot. It's a lot. Maybe this car runs and drives because it's parked in front of an apartment complex. The price isn't super offensive, but it's not great. It needs to come down. It needs to come down. If it runs and drives, that would be a whole different deal. C on this car. I'm just going to throw this car a C. Obviously, it's a project car. We don't know enough about it to really shit on it too much, but I would get it for cheaper. Next, 89. Oh, God damn, these 89s. $27,000. We have looked at this before, and I was really rough on this car. And guess what? It's still for sale. Shocker! Wow, I've looked at a lot of cars in Houston. Didn't even realize it because sometimes I just randomly pull these cars, especially from 300ZX groups that I see on Facebook Marketplace. This car is still for sale. This engine bay is extremely customized. This looks better than the first engine bay we looked at, but God, nobody wants this, dude. This is customized personal. This does not add value, just FYI to everybody. Driver side cowl on a right-hand drive. It's intact. Still no battery tie down though. Missing throttle cable covers. I shit on this car pretty hard. Probably gave it like a D. It still can have a D. It's 30 grand. And it's just, I don't know. For 30 grand, I'm not feeling it. It's not the worst Fender by any means. It's actually decent. The pictures are better than a lot of pictures, but it's also 30 grand. For 30 grand, I might keep shopping around. This still for sale too. We've looked at this one. It was also 4th of July special. $13,000 automatic NA, 88,000 miles. That could be totaled because of this right here, and at least they're showing you right off the bat. Still for sale, shocker. Just got all kinds of shit going on. I think the interior was pretty good. We'll click through the pictures real quick. Yeah, interior was good. It's like 7 grand. So AC works. That's good. Custom exhaust. Okay. Yeah. Shocker. You're still for sale. They're probably double what you should be. There you go. Let's see. Anything else? All right. Here we go. This is our last one in Houston, Texas. I'm going to let you guys go. Hopefully you're having a good time. I actually like doing this. We're going to do a little bit longer format and just cram cars in there. So let me know in the comments below if you like this a little bit longer floor mat. We don't dive as deep into them, but, you know, we get to see more stuff. I think you guys like that. Let me know in the comments below. $21,000. Their pictures look like my daughter could take better pictures than this, and she's 4. So your pictures suck. I would actually, I'm not going to read this description because I already read it before. That's pretty funny. Obviously someone was hassling this guy. You broke boy, can't make me an offer, buy. Okay. I mean, I got it. I don't know. Car runs flawlessly, 17 pounds of boost, was making 380 to the wheels, which is nice. Some guy obviously named Antonio was harassing him about the price. That's what makes some of these sellers go insane on their descriptions and kind of make them standoffish and unwelcoming, but your pictures are terrible. So this was a Corvette. This was a convertible that someone changed, that someone swapped into twin turbo. Doesn't even say that. I'm not even sure if this guy knows that, if he thinks it might have came factory like that. But this is a convertible that got swapped into a twin turbo. I would like to actually see more pictures of the inner bay. It's clean. He's got that chrome syndrome, or whoever built this car has the chrome syndrome. Underneath the hood, everything's chromed out. Look at this. First battery tie down. I don't know how many 300ZXs we've looked at today. Probably 10 or more. Okay, almost 20. I stopped counting at 10 and there's double that tabs left. And this is the first one with a battery tie down and the passenger side cowl with the throttle cable covers and a radiator fan shroud. At least this car is complete, so very nice. I mean, this one is $21,000. Twin turbo swap convertible. I know some of you out there looking for convertibles. This is okay. This is okay. I would like to see what the AC is, because you can't see the AC lines in the twin turbo ones as well. Pictures are terrible. These pictures are so bad for selling a $20,000 car. That's like my thing. It's like, God, you're trying to get a lot of money. So the one that's the best picture of this car is this picture underneath the hood, where we can at least tell it's complete. It does have a lot going on, but it's not as offensive as all the red and yellow and blue shit. It's black and chrome, but it's done nicely. I'm going to give this car a B. I'm actually going to give this car a B. If it had better pictures, you might be able to get a better grade. I think $20,000 isn't unreasonable for... I'm going a lot off of this picture of underneath the engine bay, but I don't think it's unreasonable for a car that is complete and obviously well cared for. It is a swap convertible. If you do want a convertible twin turbo 300ZX, this is going to be the deal for you. We did look at another black twin turbo convertible swap. I actually think this white one's better than that. The black one had a whole bunch of different shit on it. This one's actually better. This is manual too, so this car can get a B. Seller's pretty prickly, but you know, not the worst car. $20,000, you could do a lot worse, that's for sure. You gotta want a convertible. You want a shot for some more Z's? The fun doesn't have to end here. I'm putting up a playlist right now, boy. I'll see you over there. Smash that like button, subscribe, all that stuff. Links in the description. Click, click, click. Merch. I'll catch you over there. Peace. Nice.